Today, we're going to be fully completing the Phosphoran Phlox. Whenever this new monster first released for Light Island, guys, I didn't have all of the epic monsters that were required to fully unlock the entire Titan Soul. So luckily, guys, they just brought back a few epic monsters to the market, which is just enough for me to fully unlock this Phosphoran Phlox. Heading to the breeding structure, guys, we are going to be throwing in our 4-element bloat with our homeboy Buisness. And this should be the combination that we need to get epic potbelly bread. It is one of the 3 epic monsters that I have to get in this video in order to steadily unlock the completion of this Titan Soul. We're already seeing some of the minor changes that we're getting from the Phosphoran Phlox with the common and rare sections filled up. But guys, I'm hearing that whenever you fill up the epic version, you get a crazy change with the colossal that you wouldn't really expect. So that's why I knew we had to come back and make sure we completed this monster in its own separate video so we could fully hear completed Light Island song. I am curious though, are you guys all able to get this Phosphoran Phlox completed as well? Because I know if it was a struggle for me, it's probably a struggle for you guys too. And I saw a lot of people actually communicating that they couldn't even get the monster on their island. So just to add some awareness to that, guys, if you have not completed the Earth Island Conundrum, then this actually isn't even available for you to see in your market. My Singing Monster specifically said that they want this to be something that people explore later on in their My Singing Monsters adventure. So they made sure there was a requirement to get all of the colossals for the other natural islands fully completed before you could come over here to the magical island and unlock this new Titan Soul update. So for the people who don't even have access and you haven't already figured that information out, make sure you first complete all of the colossals for the natural islands, then you can visit Light Island and work on getting Phosphoran Phlox completed. But I would urge you guys, if you aren't there yet and you can't get Phosphoran Phlox, make sure you're hopping on the island and getting as many rare and epic monsters as possible, because you need 4 of each in order to get the fully unlocked version, which is why I actually wasn't able to get him in the first episode, leading me to revisiting that in this episode. That's the purpose for this video, is getting the epic monsters that I didn't have on the island here so that we can put them within this monster, because it's kind of like a Wubbock system. You box monsters, but you don't actually box them. Like for example, these 2 monsters right here, I put them both in there, but they're still on my island. I still get to see their animation and hear their sound, and they're still adding to the melody. However, you can see this little symbol kind of floating above them, stating that they are within the Phosphoran Phlox's power. It's very different, guys. It's a new system to My Singing Monsters. I've never seen them do anything like this, which leads me to being actually very excited, because it shows us that they're still exploring, adding new dynamics to the game, and creating new monsters that work in ways that we've never seen before. My Singing Monsters has a lot of room to get creative with the introduction to new monsters, maybe new islands in the future. By the way, guys, we just bred epic potbelly. That is perfect. We're gonna go ahead and speed this up, and placing him down on the island, I'm gonna kind of show you guys the dynamic I was just explaining for the people who haven't seen it yet. I know a lot of you guys probably already know how all of this works, but for the people that don't, I just kind of wanted to explain a little bit so you would understand and you wouldn't be ignorant of what we're actually doing here. Let's get him leveled up on over to level 10. And okay, guys, now we're gonna head on over to Phosphoran Phlox. And as we enter the linking phase here, you can see that it's going to display our common monsters, our rare monsters, and our epic monsters. And essentially, after boxing them, our currency as well goes towards the Phosphoran Phlox's solar power. So he's actually using these monsters, using their income. You can see it's displaying how much this monster actually makes to power the Titan Soul. So we're going to go ahead and throw epic potbelly in there. Now we can see a little bit of progression there on the middle bar, as well as the little line added above it. With him being added, we have 2 more empty slots. So we're actually going to head straight on over to the market right now, and thankfully, we literally have 2 more epic monsters available. So this is going to work out perfect. I bet they actually added this for the people like me who didn't have the epic monsters in the first place. We're going to get epic mammoth and epic furcorn, and after getting them both, we should have the finalized version of this Titan Soul. Heading back to the breeding structure, guys, we're going to be throwing bloat in with Floa. There he is. And this will be the combination that we actually need to get epic mammoth bread. Let me see. Is there actually a location for me to zap Floa? Okay, I could throw her in a Celestial Island monster, I guess, but this one's actually expired. Whatever, dude. Celestial Island, bro, that's going to be its own beast of an island. I've only gotten like 2 or 3 monsters over there. I know I see a lot of comments of you guys saying I should go over and try to complete Celestial Island. It's just so many monsters, bro. It's so many, dude. One of them has like 89 noggins, something ridiculous like that. Regardless, though, we are a My Singing Monsters channel. We will inevitably go to that island and get those things awoken or whatever it is. You guys are just gonna have to bear with me for a little bit before we can lead into that. By the way, guys, while we're waiting to get this monster, I do want to say a quick thank you. During the time frame of me uploading this video, we are about to hit 500,000 subscribers, which is just so cool, man. I know you guys are watching this in the future. I might have more. I'm just saying right now, that's what we're about to hit. And I'm so grateful. I just want to say thank you guys so much. You guys watching the videos every day, coming back to the channel, watching every update video that I make, all of that stuff, man. It is so helpful, guys. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for continuing to watch my videos and subscribing to the channel, leaving the likes on the videos, the comments. All of it is so helpful, and I'm just so grateful. We have epic mammoth in our nursery, guys. guys. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this egg open. And with this addition to our island, guys, our collection book should be filling up a little bit. Okay, so they actually don't even have that many epic monsters for Light Island. That makes sense why I didn't have that many. If I had to guess, seeing that book of monsters, how there were very few epic monsters, I would say I'm probably not the only one that had the problem of not getting Phosphoran Phlox completely leveled up on the initial drop. Because you pretty much had to be very intentional about getting those epic monsters leading into that update, or you wouldn't have been able to either. Once again, guys, we're gonna head to the linking process here, and we're gonna go ahead and add Epic Mammoth to our collection. Cost reset 22 hours. Spend 10,000 coins to link this monster. This monster's currency generating power will be redirected to the Titan Soul. Yes, you got it. Thank you very much. Okay, with him being added, guys, we have one more open slot, and then we're gonna get the completed version of this Phosphoran Phlox monster. This is so exciting, guys. We're gonna head on over to the market. I believe Epic Furcorn. Yes, there he is. This is gonna be our last monster. And to be honest, guys, I'm just gonna buy him, bro. I don't want to breed this monster. We've already done enough breeding in this episode. I know you guys are tired of seeing it. We're gonna go ahead and crack this monster open, though. I want to see how the collection book is looking with him being placed. I know we have an Epic Cana that we could have gotten. And what else, dude? Okay, an Epic Cana, Epic Souza, Epic Buisness, and it looks like an Epic Floa, and those would have been our few monsters. And it's actually interesting. Phosphoran Phlox was classified as an epic monster there. That monster was actually on that screen, which is interesting. I guess he's falling in that epic category. I don't know. I mean, he's a Titan Soul, though, so I don't really know how that process works. It is interesting to think about, though, guys. With Furcorn being leveled up, guys, let's go on over to Phosphoran Phlox, and let's go ahead and link this epic version of him and complete the Titan Soul. 100,000 coins, bro. That's a lot that they're asking for, but here we go, guys. We have the completed version. Okay. Our Colossal's being awoken now. Oh my gosh, this is the massive change we were talking about. Holy cow, guys. Okay, I don't know what's happening yet, but I want to go down here and make sure we're paying attention to this Colossal. Wow, dude, these eyes are just yellow, vibrantly glowing. Okay, guys, down low, I'm not seeing much of a change with the melody, but when we move up top, I'm seeing the animation from Phosphoran Phlox kind of interacting with the upper area of the Colossal. Look, as she charges up here, she sends it, and then it goes up there. And honestly, it's giving us like a Northern Lights look and like a crystally kind of sound. It's really more of an accent. Okay, Phosphoran Phlox is kicking in. We're getting like these dotted crystal sounds as this monster is glowing and radiating like this square around her. I'm like, it's giving me a twinkle sound. That's kind of what I'm envisioning. And right now, the Colossal is actually being absent. So we're noticing that she is directly impacting the Colossal there. Okay, and she's coming back in. And this is where we get the interaction from the island. Oh, and it's almost like a very distant echo. Like, it's not much of a vocal here. I'm going to actually try to zoom in on this the next time she has an animation. Okay, so it should... Oh, yo, dude, it's hard to explain, but it's definitely adding to our sound. Awesome, guys. This is our final version of the Phosphoran Phlox and our final version of Light Island. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to click one of these videos on the screen and watch me again.